Hello and welcome to the Fifth Tribal Council for Surviving 1984, Gates of Glory. I'm here with the Pureza tribe. So first off, Brian, congratulations on winning immunity last night. How does it feel to know that you've guaranteed your spot in the final 15?
Thank you. It feels great to be safe, of course. Especially I think after seeing last night with all the idols and extra votes and stuff that came out, it is always good to be safe because I think that was the first message of you never know what to expect in this game. So it definitely feels good to be safe.
Okay. So obviously, because Brian lasted longer than Jake Stevens, your guys' tribal is tonight instead of last night. How did that change things having 24 hours as opposed to only 30 minutes plus a little bit of time while the challenge is going on? Anybody may answer.
Um, I think it allowed for maybe a few more options to be explored. And I think maybe some other, interesting motives to be tossed out. And I mean, it made for a lot less scrambling. I think maybe people would have felt a little bit more nervous, been a little bit more scared if we would have only had the 30 minutes. I know I would have because I wouldn't have even had those 30 minutes because I was busy last night after I had left the challenge. But yeah, I think it gave us time to both have a little time to chill and also have a lot more time to not chill.
Okay. So the cool thing about One World is that you guys are able to watch their tribals. So obviously, you guys saw some of the things that went down there. So did their tribal results affect anything happening over here at all?
I don't know if it's like if I don't know if I can look at like a one-to-one like cause and effect, but I think it's certainly the fact that we were able to see that certainly the fact that how that I was able to see who was voted out and how the votes fell and that there was an idol played and stuff like certainly yeah, it was something that I was thinking about today.
So with you guys seeing an idol getting played, does that speed the game up or change the pace at all, knowing that there's idols out there somewhere?
I think the only thing it really did is probably just confirm that there are idols out there. Like, I mean, I think no matter what, like, I think you go into it just expecting like there is always a possibility that an idol can be played, but realistically, it's just like confirming. It's not, I wouldn't say it's any more scary. It's just you just know the truth at this point.
Anybody else also wanted to comment on that? You can. If not, I'll
Oh yeah,
move on.
I'll jump in. I think people largely assumed that there was going to be idols in the game. I feel like there's been idols in every season, from what I understand. And that's production probably loves advantages in idols. So I think everyone's operating under the idea that there's going to be in the game. It's just a matter of when people are going to want to pull them out. They came out for the first time last night, and obviously I don't think that's going to be the last one this game.
So some seasons you see the idols and advantages get held on to and are not played for a while. So do you think now that something's been played this early that we could be seeing more things getting played, or do you think that people might be scared of them, or how are we feeling about that?
Um, I definitely think that's like circumstantial. I think it genuinely depends on where you think you stand in the game. Because if you think you're in a good spot and you have an advantage, you're probably not gonna use it unless you absolutely have to, or you're trying to save somebody else. And I think that like last night was a case of like trying to save somebody. But yeah, I think it really just depends on the situation. I think it's always good to look out for advantages because you never know when they're gonna pop up. But um at this point, since one was played, I wouldn't be surprised if like a few more are played before merge.
Okay. So before, oh, hold on. No, wrong thing. So is this vote an easy vote? Is this vote a hard vote? How do we feel about that? Is it just one person getting all the votes, or are things all over the place, or what's the vibe?
I think in a game like this, with this, in an all-stars game, I don't know if I've played in many games where it's like, this is an easy vote. It's like, certainly not here. I don't think there's any easy votes from here on out for the rest of the game. Like, it's just everyone's here to play and fight and be in the game.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing a unanimous vote tonight. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay. So before we get to the vote, does anybody else have anything they would like to say? Okay. So I will give you guys 3 minutes. So we'll do 11 after 11:11. To submit your votes. If you cast the vote already, confirm it for me, please.
Is this a time for shout outs?
If you'd like to.
Okay, well, this isn't a shout out. I would just like to say it's very terrifying seeing 3 profiles on Zoom with the 1984 6 on it, because
Oh,
it is
no.
666 and that is no bueno. So somebody needs to change that stat. That's all. Or come on,
Even,
Kimber.
I think the 11-11 of it all balances it out, right? It's kind of even. 666 and 11-11.
We can hope.
Just make that your wish. The 666 is not a bad omen.
And shout out to my project guest, Billy Stevens. Fuck you.
I will also shout out Megan's project guest, Billy Stevens. Icon and king. And I'll shout out my project guest, Shane.
I'll shout out my project guest, Drew Petrovsky, and I'll also shout out Zach Pedretti, winner of 1984. Couldn't tell ya, diva.
I would like to also shout out Zach Pedretti. I'm stealing everybody's shout outs.
Okay, it is now 11:11. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage, now would be the time to use it. Okay, I will read the votes. When the vote is read, the decision is final, and the person voted out will have a few moments to say their goodbyes and leave. First vote, Daniel. Second vote, Connor. One vote Daniel, one vote Connor. Third vote, Connor. Fourth vote, Daniel. 2 votes Daniel, 2 votes Connor. Fifth vote, Daniel. Sixth vote, Connor. It's 3 votes Daniel, 3 votes Connor, 3 votes left. Seventh vote, Connor. That's 4 votes Connor, 3 votes Daniel, 2 votes left. Eighth vote, and the fifth person voted out as surviving 1984, Connor. Connor, you can give us your goodbyes.
Saw it coming. I knew it was going to happen. Good game, everyone. No hard feelings. I appreciate all of you. It was a pleasure coming back, and have fun, y'all.
Connor, it has been a pleasure hosting you once again.